Alright, hey guys, this is Permanent Survival with William Macy, and today I'm going to talk about troubleshooting with the Atlatle. Alright, so this, you know, or hopefully you should know if you just watched my other video. If you don't, that's alright. But this is the Atlatle, and they're very simple, good tools, but if you build them a little wrong, they won't work properly. But they're usually pretty easy to fix. So I'll go over this with you right now. So this dart right here is a seafoil dart, and it's a good dart. It's got a nice obsidian point on it and a fletching. And when I first made this, I'm like, oh sweet, this is a really good dart. But what happened is when I started throwing it, the tip right here, or the end, would drop. And so what's happening there is there's just too much weight on the end and not enough weight on the tip. So yeah, I could make a really big point over here out of iron or whatever, or I could take a really long time and shave this down, but then that's going to weaken the dart. So the two best ways to fix that, and the one best way to do that, the best one out of those two, is to take your dart, take the fletching off, take the point off, and just flip it around. That way the fat end is the tip, and then the skinny end the bottom, where you knock it onto. But if you don't want to do that, and you're in a rush, and you already have a really nice point on here, and it's all tied up, it'll be pretty simple to get some bigger feathers. If you have them, just get bigger feathers and put them on here. Like turkey feathers. These are nice big feathers. Goose work. Just any good sized feather. And just put those on the end. That way there will be more air drag back here, which should slow it down. But it probably won't fix the problem entirely. The best way to fix it is to swap it around and put this as your tip and the small end as your butt of your dart. And yeah, so that's how you fix the dart falling down. But if you're having a problem with the dart not staying on, that's entirely different. Because this dart, it throws fine. I gotta fix it, but it won't go on to my spur of the Atlatle. It doesn't really want to stay on there. So what you have to do is, again, you could flip it around so you have a smaller end, or what you have to do is your spur was designed wrong. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to carve underneath of it more and take out some more wood, which you can do with just a regular carving knife or camp knife, or you can do with a hooked carving spoon knife. This knock is pretty well, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip this dart around. But if you already had a good dart and it was designed properly already and it still wasn't fitting, you're going to want to make that spur a little more aggressive, so it's got a bigger hook on it. It just sticks out more. But yeah. And also one thing is, if it's pointed down, it's not going to hook properly onto the dart. So this one, mine is really flat, because I had split this out of the log. I just kept it really flat. But if you have a flat spur and it goes flat with your dart handle, that's okay. It's a little bit more challenging and touchy on the actual throw. You have to have a better throw, or you'll mess up and the dart will fall off its side. So if you're going to beginning, maybe take a piece of wood and just kind of make it more at an angle like this, maybe, instead of flat like this. Put it up more. That way it'll give a little bit easier hook, and that way your dart will stay on your Atlatle better. Also, if your Atlatle dart is going to be flying up, or like just going straight down, or not straight down, but diving really close to you into the ground, it's probably because, alright, we'll take the one diving to the ground. So say it's diving to the ground about 5-6 feet in front of you. What you're probably doing is when you bring it up, even if you're holding it right up here and you throw, what you probably are doing is you're not letting go of the dart soon enough. So you're holding on to it, and then you get to here and it just dive bombs right down to the ground. So what you need to do is you need to let go a little sooner of your dart. Just pick your thumb up a little sooner. So pick it up, anchor, and then throw and lift, take your finger off. Boom. So now if your dart's going up higher, but you're trying to aim flat, what you're probably doing is letting go of your dart too soon. That could be part of the problem. This guy has a really heavy point on it, so it's not going to go up too well, and you're probably going to have to really mess it up really bad to get your dart flying up when you're aiming straight. Usually it's going to be pointed down, or it's going to go where you want it to go. But yeah, so definitely if it's going too close to you and just dive bombing into the ground, you're holding onto your dart too long. So just anchor and then let go once you get about to your eye. Let go and you'll go. That way you're not going down like that. Also, you might have just noticed that I brought the Atlatle up. So when you're throwing an Atlatle, you can, once you get to the anchor point, you don't wind up and then throw. That's just wasted energy. So what you do is you come here and then you drop. You kind of like drop your shoulder and drop your hand and throw like that. Now your throw will change on like how you're throwing. If you're going to be on your knees and throwing, you can't go down as much because you're going to hit the dirt. So you're going to have a shorter, your throw can be long, but it can't go down. If you're going to be throwing down like this, so say you're fishing with the Atlatle, you're throwing down, your throw is going to have to be really short. But you just have to make sure you're letting go at the right time. And play around with it, and you'll figure out what works best for you and your Atlatle. And see what else. Oh yeah. So when you have your Atlatle, you want to try to keep your tip up here of your Atlatle like flat when it's going across. That way your dart is going to go straight across and it's not going to go all like this. Your dart will flex because that's what it's supposed to do. But if the butt over here is rising up and dropping down like this, that's not a good sign. That means either your back of your dart is too heavy, or it could also mean when you're throwing, you're lifting up. I don't know if you can see that, but you're lifting up, and then it drops, and then you're pulling it back down, and then it goes. So that'll make it wonky. So try to keep, when you're throwing, instead of going up like this, or if I'm standing or kneeling, try to make your throw go flat like this. That didn't move at all. It stayed right where flat from where it started to where it ended. Once it comes off, you can let the Atlatle drop, as long as it's not going to hit the dart. You can go through, flat, and let go. You don't want any of this stuff. You don't want this. No going up and then all that weird crazy stuff. That'll really mess up the flight. So keep it flat and straight. Just like that. Alright, so that is all I have for troubleshooting the Atlatle. If you have any questions, please let me know in the the comments, and hopefully if you've been having any troubles with the Atlatle not flying straight, hopefully that helped some of your problems. Alright, thank you for watching.